Hello everybody, we're on board Katrina today with the crew, and we're going to find out what makes them special on charter with these series of questions. So, if you guys can introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Captain Ed. We're on Katrina.
I'm Erin. I'm the chef and sometimes captain.
Great. So, how'd you guys end up chartering down here in the Virgin Islands?
Well, we sailed out of Chicago in our own personal boat, and we spent the last 4 or 5 years down here, and it was really difficult for us to give up.
Yeah, we have been sailors for a very long time, and kind of decided at some point on a sailing trip that was how we wanted to spend our lives. We thought that we would stay north, kind of wound up down here, and decided to never leave.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Right.
So, I know you guys have some charters under your belt already down here. What would you say your favorite charter memory would be?
Well, my favorite charter memory was when one of the children was willing to learn to sail. He took the helm, and I was showing him how to run the boat on autopilot and lift the sails, and that was my favorite moment.
Yeah, he learned how to tack, and he understood the difference between tacking and jibing by the end of it. It was really pretty neat.
Nice. Very cool.
My favorite charter memory was one of our first charter guests. She was really uncomfortable with the idea of snorkeling. She had had some bad experiences before, and so I decided to try and use the full face mask instead of the regular snorkel setup, and immediately she was a lot more comfortable with that. And then I also told her I would snorkel with her in kind of a shallower area, and we were having an amazing experience. She had finally gotten calmer, and we were face to face, and a turtle came up between us and looked at her and looked at me and then dove down, and she ripped off her mask and was screaming and crying, "This is the most wonderful thing in the world." She said,
Wow.
"Now I'm a snorkeler."
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah,
Good
it was
experience.
a neat moment.
So, in the off season, what would you say your hobbies are? What do you guys like to do?
Well, we work on our own personal boat over in Maryland right now, and we're prepping it to bring it to Chicago. And we fly fish. Anything outdoors we really like to do.
Yeah.
Anything, all over the country. So I mean, that's our gig.
Yeah, we kind of are addicted to being on boats. So even our off season, we tend to go back to our boat, get friends and family, and
Yeah.
spend time with them on the boat.
Very cool. Where do you guys usually go in the States in the off season? Maryland, and where else?
So Chicago, we're Great Lakes people, and it's been really fun having all the experiences that we have. But this next season, we're getting ourselves back to our homeland. We're going to be back on Lake Michigan, so we're
cool.
really excited about that.
Very cool. So, what would you say the best vacation you've ever taken was, and what made it special?
My best vacation, I think it was when I arrived in the USBI. I think that was my best vacation, because we really haven't left. We're still here, and we still look forward to every day.
Yeah,
in
it really-
USBI and the BVI.
It really marked us. We started off, my favorite vacation is the vacation where we took off from Chicago, sailed to New Haven, South Haven, I mean, and just sailed up the coast of Michigan. And we spent 2 or 3 weeks hitting every little gorgeous harbor. And we had done that many times before, but there was something about that trip where we said, you know, we're going to go live on a boat. Let's go live on a boat. And so it did culminate into being down here and really being in love with living this way.
Right. Yeah, I can understand that. Awesome. So, what would be your favorite anchorage in the Virgin Islands that you like to take guests to?
My favorite anchorage is the Baths. I like the Baths because it is so unique. It's unique on many levels. It's the lighting, the water rushing in, the caverns, the shallowness, the ability to walk through caves. And,
It's so dramatic. It's so hard not to love. Yeah.
right. That's my favorite.
Baths, yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
I love Maho. I
Yeah.
just think Maho is spectacularly beautiful on so many levels. you know, the fact that it's a national park really makes me feel proud that we've taken care of something like that, and we can bring, you know, multiple generations to. It's got a cool little beach bar, it's got a gorgeous beach, it's got beautiful snorkeling, and it just, the sunsets from Maho, I have to say, you know, you've got the whole backdrop of the islands behind you. It just, it hits everything.
Absolutely. And the abundance of turtles, of course.
Yes, the turtles, which is where that great snorkeling
color.
experience happens.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome. So on charter, do you guys have any special or unique skills you like to offer guests? You know,
Well, I think safety is one. I think to make sure that the guests not only are safe, but that they feel safe, that they know that somebody's watching, that somebody cares, and that even, you know, mistakes happen. And if they know that I'm there and they leave knowing that they felt safe, then I've done my job.
Yeah, we get that a lot in our reviews from people, how safe Captain Ed made them feel. I, on the other hand, really want people, like from the first communication that I have with them, emails and Zoom meetings, I want people to feel like they could let go of everything in their world that they're managing, you know, busy lives, lots of crazy things, but that when they come onto this boat, they have us to take care of all the things that they need, and that their job is to just be present and engage, especially with families, you know, like where they're going to have kids, you know, make sure that the meals are set and timed so that, you know, the card games or the games afterwards can happen. I feel like we read the mood and make sure that that happens. It's kind of something we feel good about doing for people.
perfect. Wow. So let's talk about some food. Erin, if you could describe your favorite dish and what makes it special, who influences it, you know, where'd you get the idea for it?
So food for me is love, gift, everything. You know, I grew up in Chicago. It's a great foodie city. We're obsessed with, you know, eating out. When I travel somewhere, I want to experience the food of that area. So one of my favorite things that I feed guests, and it sometimes sounds crazy, but they all love it, is goat water soup. It is absolutely the worst name for one of the most delicious, just rich, comforting, beautiful meals, and it can be hotter or not depending on how much bonnet pepper you kind of swirl in it. It's the national soup of Montserrat. You have to have it.
It's really good. Don't be afraid of the name.
Right.
Very good. Well, that's all we have right now. So if you want to experience anything we talked about in this interview, come on down on Katrina with Captain Aaron and Chef Aaron. And we can't wait to see you down here. Thank you so much.
Take care. Hurry down and try and have the moments that you need to go back to your world.
Sounds good.
Have a good day.